Hello folks, and welcome back to my Durcar Let's Play. Let us get on with it, shall we? Now, you may notice the audio levels are different. That's because I've actually uninstalled WoW quite a while back, a couple of months back, to make more room, because it takes up like 40 gig. And that space I could dedicate to a game and a fair bit of playing through it. In fact, I think my Deus Ex Let's Play, Deus Ex 1, that'll be coming out sometime in the future, probably took up less than 40 gig. And it's like over 100 parts. It was very small, each file. It was like 200 meg. 200 something meg. 200, 400. So it was fantastic. I'm working off the cuff there on those figures. Maybe I'm wrong. But I remember it being very small and taking up very little space. Like the first like 30 something episodes took up like 5 gig. You know? It was fantastic. But yeah, yeah, later. Okay, we'll just leave that. Oh, these, that's, related to one of the mods I installed, and these two are events happening today. Apparently. And to give you an idea of when this has been recorded, the 18th of June. Really early in the morning. Ooh, and Tomb of Segeris is opening. There. Interesting. But yeah, if the audio levels are off for this episode, don't worry. I'll be checking in post and I'll be fixing it for the future. I just went off an older, the best closest audio test I could find. Remember my gnome? My mic was actually acting up at the time, so I went and just based it off that. Like I was messing with audio levels, and I went with everything on max, and it brought the maximum, the overall level being on 15%. So if this is anywhere off, I'll be fixing it for the next set. And I don't think I'll be getting to record much now anyway. I just want to get a bit done, as I haven't recorded any WoW since the last session of this. And I wanted to get a bit done. And I want to get this... Okay, you have to right click to get them to piss off. I assume he'll just disappear, you know, naturally. I'm not giving the guy my recruitment thing. I'm heading over here first. Seriously. The moment I fucking start trying to play. Meow tab. Huh. The game's shitting itself. Despite the fact that my internet connection was actually for once okay. Sometimes the game, my internet connection disconnects itself. Does a ton of weird jank. It was strangely not doing it for once there, and yet this was still acting up. And most of the time I found MMOs were actually, they had some like latency thing to, you know, cope with, you know, my thing being shit. This must be really bad if it's actually acting up. It's just, I know Path of Exile was being affected wickedly by my latency being terrible. My internet being terrible. And, well, this wasn't. And same with Final Fantasy 14. And yet, all of a sudden, now it is? Bizarre. Oh, Ash. Need to remember I have that ability. I'm too used to being able to just, well, I'm too used to that being an enchantment. I also have the Earthbind Totem, but there's absolutely no need for me to even deal with that. Okay, I'm glad that ended, because that was utterly irritating. I think I'm going to have to go get onto Sky. Just all of a sudden, the internet connection's after getting worse, and I need to know why. Because it's actually incredibly annoying. I have difficulty loading, you know, tweets some days. Like, ugh. I'm just doing this for the extra bit of skinning. Not even sure if I need that little extra bit, but yeah. Also, I didn't fix this. Ugh. disgusting. So anyway, we have to wander in here and collect the Burning Blade spell scrolls. There's harpy nests here, but we've actually no interest in them at present. There's a quest in a bit where we are meant to kill them, but we don't have it yet. And while I could get an extra bit of XP... You exist? Well, I was going to say, while I could get an extra bit of XP, I don't really have much interest in just, you know, doing that. Okay, I'm regretting trying to record this. It's getting worse. Christ. I actually did remember once before the internet connection was utterly atrocious. It was like 8,000 ms on one of those. And it ended up going around so far, it actually got better. There's 2 quests over here. Of course, I was hoping to just sneak around, but no, can't do that. I'll never get this latency shit. Mining, you know, as I said before, can actually attract the attention of enemies. But yeah, today I'm gonna go give out to Sky. For once, I'll be awake during the day. I tried to fix my sleeping schedule last night, so didn't fully work, but it works well enough. Let's just shimmy around. Well, I could get extra skins and whatnot. I have little interest. I just killed those little boars earlier on a whim. These, and they were pretty weak. These, nah. We have mining and skinning. Alright, just need to keep that in mind. Because I was thinking, oh, there's a flower. No, I can't pick that. So, Rygalt Ravine is up this way. I'll have to fling myself down into this tank first. Okay. And up here to the right somewhere is the way in. There we go. The Burning Blade. To be honest, I don't think the Burning Blade ever really makes, you know, does much. They get a few dungeons dedicated to them, but they're a pretty minor faction. Like I said, they don't ever really do much. Like, you know, they have some quest chains, a few, nice. Yeah, they have a few quest chains, a few quest chains, a dungeon dedicated to them, but that's it. They don't have anything else going on. And this is actually the same place as the Harpy quest I was mentioning. Maybe I should swing up and get it. You know what? Sure. Do 2 at once. It's just a wee bit up this road, which is surprisingly clear. Just considering the lack of patrols and whatnot, you'd have expected the Harpies to have branched out a bit. You know, franchised. Okay, there's a patrol. Ted Nug and Scratch Fever. What a name. They're also boat level 80? Alright. For some reason the Wrath of the Lich King NPC is wandering around here. 2 copper veins. I'll go grab them. So here is Razlak. He's part of the Tinkerers Union in Ratchet. For a moment I thought those leaves were people hanging from the tree. I don't think WoW kind of does that kind of stuff much. I remember hearing that there was a room, a dungeon you could access near Karazhan. Well, you couldn't, you weren't meant to access it. There's a gate over the instance portal to it. But when you went inside, you would find like people skeletons chained to a wall, and like people glitched their way in. You'll find skeletons chained to a wall, upside down, with their head underwater. Shit like that. But beyond those things, like nothing's come to mind of WoW doing that. I'm sure there's cases of it. I vaguely remember there's one enemy in Wrath of the Lich King, a zombie. I think it's called a Geist, and it's a weird gangly thing with a hood on. You see one eye poking out, and it's got a noose around its neck. I'm sure, but anyway, you know, people actually hanging from stuff. I'm sure there's cases of it in WoW somewhere, but I can't think of it. Oh, he's 2 quests. Huh. Try to ignore the firm Feathery Behinds of the... Try to ignore the firm Feathery Behinds of the Harpies. The creatures are really quite deadly. Oh, now that you mention it, I just have to go hide my store of harpy porn. I'm Razak, one of Gazlow's boys. Boss sent me here to help the orcs here in Durcar. Things have been going good, except for the caravans. Can't manage to keep them safe. Makes my job a little harder, you know. The last shipment, which they promised would get through, was snatched by the Dustwind Harpies of, where was it? Razorwind Canyon? I gotta have those supplies. Follow the canyon to the south, and you'll find a ravine cut right into the west and east sides of the walls. Gazlo told me, Razak, there's one thing you need to know in life, and that's if you want to do something done well, do it yourself. I can't deal with losing all of our caravans, so I'm just going to take matters into my own hands. Harpies plague our supply routes. If we kill the harpies, the caravans are safe. Of course, there's one other thing that Gazlo told me. You can get anything done for a price. You in Durcar? Good. I recommend starting in the canyon to the east.
Keep it real.
So there. It's multitasking. Sadly, we have no way of speeding up our movement, so that's a bit of a bitch. We are level 10, so in 5 levels we should get, 6, we'll get Ghost Wolf. That's very handy. Unless they've changed it, it's a great way of running flags in low-level Warsong Gulch. You can't mount up in Warsong Gulch, especially at low levels, where you don't have actually access to a mount. But Ghost Wolf, if memory serves, you can Ghost Wolf and hold on to the flag. Later on, when you've access to mounts, you still can't mount up if you have the flag, but you can Ghost Wolf. So, yeah. So, you know, it's handy. Hopefully that was actually coherent. Basically, when you have mounts in Warsong Gulch, you can mount and hold the flag. If you do, you drop it. And anyone can, someone on your team can either continue running it, or someone on the enemy team can bring it back just by clicking it. With Ghost Wolf, you can get a speed boost and not drop the flag. Okay, Lightning Bolt is now substantially weaker now that I'm Enchantment Shaman, but has no cooldown, also no cost, which is just bizarre. Also, I've actually, this detour I took is actually wrong. This is just solely a no, there seems to be a way through there. Never mind. I thought I took the wrong way or something. There's a ton of ore up there. I have no idea what I have, how much what I have is worth. I suppose we'll find out soon enough. And apparently I have my top on backwards. This is what happens when you get dressed in the dark. So, yeah. I seem to have made the poor choice. Well, fuck. I'm enjoying my what is it? Enhancement shaman. Male enhancement? Maybe. I'm enjoying it. Though, to be honest, I'm still a little burnt out on WoW. I know, it's just not doing it for me anymore. I just think that you know, the thing in Legion just really burnt the fuck out of me. Just really wrecked it on me. Maybe not. I'm just gonna spin this top around while he's mining. Because now that I know this, it's annoying me. There we go. Job done. And may as well. There's a ton up just on those upper ridges. And I love how, despite the fact she can fly, she has to try and glitch through the solid matter to get down to me. My guess is maybe she's not meant to be a flying enemy. Like, I was actually winning in that mage fight there, despite the fact that's meant to be just a pulling move. Weird. Actually reminds me back of when I was soloing in Wrath of the Lich King. Taunts used to, the Paladin taunt used to do a bit of damage. I'm not sure if it actually had a taunt. I'm not sure if the ability itself had, you know, the inherent aggro of a taunt. I just have a vague recollection, a vague memory of it. So it's just like, yeah, I think it must have. Just part of me was wondering, was it, you know, how do I explain it? I remember Paladins had a thing that added extra aggro to any holy damage they did, and the thing did holy damage. So I was wondering, was it a weird taunt that allowed you to have that buff active to actually use? I mean, weird, but yeah, it's not the weirdest of decisions Blizzard's made. Such as removing the Paladin signature thing. Auras. It's like removing a shaman's totems, you know? It's the signature thing of the class. You don't remove that. Anyway, it looks like I'm going to have to find a way around. It appears the thing is actually up top. Either that. Ow. Also, the two quests I was working on here, the supplies and the... I'll go get that bag. The supplies and the killing the harpies do give ratchet rep, as far as I know. So it's actually a good idea if you want to try and get to exalt with ratchet to go and do them. Reason I'm bringing that up is I remember eyeballing Insane in the Membrane before and trying to get to exalted with them. Well, trying to get that achievement. I never did finish it, but I did get at least the Bloodsail Buccaneers part done. I need to work on getting the Booty Bay to like me. I have to work on them and all the Goblin factions. I